Well, at a broad level, for our listeners, perhaps those especially not familiar with Cadet Command and the structure of the United States Army, could you share a little bit about the mission of Cadet Command and why it's an integral part of the Army?
Well, the mission is twofold. We we recruit, train, retain officers and cadets at universities to create leaders of character in our senior ROTC program in more than 1,000 colleges and universities across the country in our senior ROTC program. So that's part one. And in doing so, we produce roughly 75% of the Army's second lieutenants. That's our most junior leadership positions on the officer side in the Army. The second part of our mission is to build leaders of character in junior ROTC. And I think this is one that most people don't realize that we do in Cadet Command. So every time I have the opportunity to really discuss our total mission, and I start talking junior ROTC, which is in high schools, and that's really our mission to build better citizens and people who have a desire to serve in their community. And we do that at the high school level where young men and young women can participate as cadets in a junior ROTC program. And we have about 1,700 programs across the country in high schools that really service about 300,000 high school students. So in terms of scope and scale at the senior level in colleges and university, we're building leaders of character in about 1,000 colleges. We have 274 host schools, but we have cadets that attend colleges and universities, about 1,000 of those. And we service about 27,000 to 30,000 senior ROTC cadets there, and 300,000, as I said, at the junior level. So an incredible mission that really spans the country, including junior ROTC programs that are abroad, wherever we have a military base that we station folks. We also, if they have a high school there, we will also have junior ROTC cadets there, including Germany, Italy, South Korea,
Mhm.
and Japan. So think about the scope and scale of that on the junior ROTC side.
That sounds both massive undertaking, but also incredibly vital to capture a holistic population of the United States and its armed services in order to produce an army that is representative and also has the skill sets we need. And you're attracting talent from around not only the continental United States, but around the world as well, which I think is wonderful. Diving a little bit deep into that,
Mhm.
whether it's at the JROTC level or at the ROTC level, what are the key leadership traits that you and Cadet Command really aims to instill into these cadets or potential cadets? And how do you go about really developing those traits for those individuals at the high school and college level?
Well, we treat them kind of differently. So we have a program of instruction or curriculum for each one of those that we develop here at the higher headquarters in order to ensure. So if you thought about this from a franchise, it's the equivalent of making sure that no matter which franchise you go to, you get the
Yeah.
same service and product, right? So if you go to
So the
one high
McDonald's
school,
everywhere, you
yes,
want to make sure they're exactly the same high level of standard.
Absolutely. So we're pretty strict on what that curriculum is at the junior level,
Mhm.
and I think the commonality in both our junior and senior program, we're trying to create one better people at the end of the day, right? But more
Yeah.
specifically, we're trying to create leaders of character uh, who have competence and are committed to service in general. For the senior ROTC folks, is service in our total Army, whether that's the active force, the Army National Guard, or the state programs there, or our Army Reserve. So
Mhm.
we provide officers to all three of those entities. At the junior level, we're really just foundationally trying to make better citizens who want to serve in their communities and volunteer capacities and otherwise, and really trying to awaken in them those young men and women at the high school level who have a desire to serve in some capacity. But at the end of the day, it's character, competence, and commitment that we're really looking to drive into each one of those young people at both the high school and the college level.